I just might as well do with these fucking big ass glasses. Because I can do it on YouTube. Go ahead.
So, my mom, if you remember,
So I'm
back in
listening
the
to
day,
a
there was a
version.
machine, and it said ambulance, fire department. You remember that, right? So, remember, I lived in apartment 13H, last floor in the apartment. My mom had a police landlock, right? And I'm really good, I couldn't even reach it. So I pressed the button. And now, how can I help you? And I said, I couldn't move it. The knife was out, but I took my whole hand and stuck it inside. Like that. And I said, I think I just killed my mom.
You stuck the knife where?
My hand in my wound. I was bleeding everywhere. You know, so I said, nah, I think I killed my mom, and I live in 70 West 115th Street, apartment 13A. There is, I couldn't hardly believe. I said, there is a police cell up, but I will get it out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Please, she said, how do you know you killed your mom? And I said, because she deflated like a balloon.
She deflated.
Yeah, she went like this. And just deflated like from balloons. You know, when you do like this. Oh! Look, you know when you do like this, huh? Look.
Did she scream?
My mom?
Yeah.
No, she took her last breath. She shit on herself.
They always do.
So anyway, I woke up and I was, you know, I guess I passed out. I was in a stretcher. One hand was cuffed, and I'm being, you know, coming off the building. Everybody's watching, right? When I get to Harlem Hospital, I guess I dozed off again. I wake up and I'm next to somebody dead, little white sheep, and I said, Mom, wake up! I'm sorry. You know, she's gonna kill me. You know. Anyway, so, you know, book, whatever. You know,
And you were 12?
Well, yes, I went to surgery, blah, blah, blah. They say baby, whatever. So I went to an old spot for you know? You remember that one?
Spofford? I remember.
Yeah, the old one.
But in Brooklyn?
No, in the Bronx.
They have Spofford as well?
Third Avenue, yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Spofford. Well, we used to always date because I was like the little prissy girl in private school. We used to always date the guys from Spofford because they were like gangsters.
Yeah. Anyway, so I gave birth to my daughter in Spofford. 2 COs holding my leg. It was whatever. Anyway, mind you, I was 97 pounds. My daughter was 9 pounds.
Wow.
And she ripped me from one side to the other. I had 32 stitches. It was horrible. She said, what are you gonna do? You gonna hold the baby? I said, ew, why is she so sticky?
And you were how old?
Are you serious?
You said 12.
Yeah, so why you asking me?
No, because I'm just walking because I can't imagine it. My mother had me when she was 13, so I'm like, and she was, they call her tiny, she was small like us.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't imagine, because I never had natural childbirth. I went through labor like, for like 5 minutes, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Well, I first had. Anyway, then they wanted me to try to breastfeed. Look, she was like this. I said, it's the 12th day. Yeah. Mom, she was beautiful, but I had already paid for adopted parents, whatever. They wanted to pay me, and I refused.
That's the one in the picture, right?
Huh?
The beautiful
Yeah.
one in the picture. She's beautiful.
Why would I let them pay me for my child? You know, and they always respected me because I've always been like, they say I have old soul. He said.
I told you that too.
You did?
I said, you look young. Oh, I told you that. You know, see, you told me, I don't listen to what you say.
No,
Okay.
you did say it, but you didn't say old soul. See?
Listen, hold on one second. One second.
I love your vibe, though. I'm like, okay.
No, you're doing your thing, and I'm doing my thing. That's it. Go ahead. Keep talking.
So, I gave her up. They said, do you want to hold? I said, no. They said, we want you to name her. And I said, but that's your daughter. They said, we want you to name her. So I named her Madeline.
And I'm
I said,
Melanie.
no, wait. And then I said, no. I don't want her to be Madeline. I want her to be Faith Heaven. So that's her name, Faith Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave her away. And every year they used to send me pictures and I never looked at them. Ever. No. Okay, that's that. Not because I hate her, but because I know that if I saw her, I'll go fall in love with her all over. You know? anyway, at 15, they said, yeah, you got a business. I said, I got a what? You know, remember, my dad is in prison. But I was the man, you know, because, you know, I was, what do you call me, you know, I was a dyke, but I was, I forgot.
Aggressive?
Yeah, I've always been an aggressive, no, a stud.
I was a stud too. I'm gonna show you a picture of me when I was trying to be a man, but I got pregnant, and I didn't want to push the baby out the little tiny hole. They called.
Mom, 46 years old, the only person that ever ate my pussy was my mother. Ever. No wife, no nothing. I did it all to them, but that. Anyway, my first
Is that why
wife-
you don't? Is that why you don't like them going down on you because your mother did it?
Absolutely. I don't know if I like them because I've never tried it.
I don't like mine being eaten because, but it just feels nasty. But I don't know how to ride a dick because when I got raped, when I was 14, and I was a virgin in college, and shit, he made me ride his dick, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever felt in my life, and you know, nasty. Oh yeah, I'll take it in the house.
Look, very similar story.
No, not quite.
All right,
Because I got raped from, but they made me, I had to walk home snowing. The snow was knee deep.
wait. Let me
There's
finish
blood
first,
all
and
over.
then we'll hear
Go
you.
ahead, go ahead.
Deal?
Yeah.
All right, so, Mom, it doesn't matter. No, look, our life stories is not a competition.
It's not, it can't be a competition with yours.
No.
I'm fascinated by your
No,
story.
Mom.
I just have a rape story.
Ma, are you serious?
It's not a big
that's
deal. Who doesn't get raped?
Story? No, that is a fucking, a huge deal.
What can I say? My parents were rich and they gave me everything and they gave me a portion of my birthday.
All right, wait.
My story can't compare to yours. Yours is, if I didn't know it was true, I would not have believed it.
I don't like my life to be called a story because it's not.
I wouldn't believe it. I would think somebody would just, it just sounds so surreal. To me, it does. It does.
So, look, yeah, got a visit, right? So I see, I haven't seen him in years, so I didn't even recognize him. And I see his and her attitude was disgusting. I don't know what she said. Just like this. Do you know who I am? And I said, no. She said, you have to. I send you pictures every year. And I went, oh, man. And one of the CEOs that used to love me, which was a fucking snitch, she said, yeah, and that lady told me that you've never opened me. But we're going to fix that. She said, because of you, I'm alive. Because of you, I have a good life. And you are my mother. And you are going to continue being my mother. And you will not push me out your life, just like that. Okay? After that, I got visits every week. Then she wondered where I got so much money in my account. And I said, my dad, but my granddad is in prison. I said, and? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, my first wife, I don't know if you heard her, she cooked her 2-week-old baby and fed it to her husband.
Get out.
Yeah. Her name is Annabelle. I have a caption to my left. Okay.
Wait, she cooked for her husband.
No. She cooked her 2-week-old baby and fed it to her husband.
My only question for that is why. I mean, I'm a cannibal.
Could
so
I say something? I never asked her.
Okay. Yeah.
I do know the story, which I'll tell you after, okay? But anyway, that was my first wife. Because of her, when Mercy Cottage came to Bedford, Mom, I got my bachelor's, my associate's, and my master's. Okay.
Awesome.
She made me mad. All right, every 4 years that I used to have to go see the board, why do you think we should get released? I said, if you let me out, the first 5 people I see, I'm going to kill. Didn't I? Yes. Yes. That's how it happened.
You said the first what people?
That they let me out, the first 5 people I saw, I was going to kill them.
And you were serious?
I'm betting. Anyway, after a while, Mom, my time was up and there was no more board. There was nothing I could do, right? That morning, they didn't even let me have a child. The fucking child.
Well, why you didn't want to go home?
Home, Mom? Where? I've been in prison since 12. Huh? I have nobody. You understand? Okay. I'm very institutional. Now, listen to this. That morning, the warden, I said, all right, why are you waking me up? Like, I know it's my release date, but I gotta eat chow and say bye to my friends, right? They opened they tossed my fucking bed, so mad shanks, because plan was to shank as many seals as I could. So I couldn't even think about it. But it took a little longer because my wife hung herself. And they let me help them bring her down, and I stood there till the coroner came, blah, 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 and I got released. She got the letter, she said, I love you. And, you know, she knows she was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, but she couldn't live without me there, you know, so it is what it is. She said she was free. Anyway, I got released. Now, check it out. 22 years, 37 months, 14 days. If you add that up, that was 25 years, 2 months, 18 hours. Anyway, look, they took me on a bus, dropped me off on 42nd Street, like, gave me $40. I get on the train, and I got, the sister said the next stop is your mom pressed an emergency brake, and I got rearrested. Because I derailed the fucking train.
Because you couldn't what?
The train was talking.
Oh, you didn't know about what?
No, so I pressed the emergency brake and I got arrested. They said, you know, Bellevue. But once they realized that I had just got released, they let me know, right? For the first 6 months,
So the train was talking?
yeah, the first 6 months, the warden in Bedford had to put an order of protection against me because I called every day and I said I want to go home. Anyway. So, in prison, I have one kidney. Why? Because I was saved a hole. Beautiful little girl, 18 years old. But they found her in her car with her dad's penis in her bush. And when they went to the house, they found his body buried in the basement. Why? Both her kids were his. But they still charged her. Life. Right? Look, she didn't know nothing about prison, so when I first went to Bedford, the same bully, because I remember I called, and I married my foster brother. It was a deal that I could have conjugal relations and I could have, have kids, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But that's how I had my kids, right? Okay. This girl named Rosemary came, and the same bully I had put candy on her bed, and she took it back. What a man. Every time they, made advances, she pushed her away, so finally they wouldn't cut her. I never spoke to this girl, but we were in the yard, and I said, come here. And I'm watching them pass the sink and all that. I think we're going, I don't want to scare her. I said, you're your left from your right. She said, yes. In about 3, 4, 5 seconds, or maybe that, if I tell you to go left, left, if I tell you to go right, go right, right? 3 seconds later, I said, go left. She went right, cut me. I woke up 3.5 weeks later with one kidney and found out they killed her anyway.
The bully?
They did, yeah. They went to chop shop, the big box. They broke the side of my Christmas. And nobody got charged because of corruption, right? Yeah. Do you remember a while back, Bedford, there was 6 girls that came out pregnant from one seal?
Yeah, I heard that. I remember that.
I was like, oh. But the reason that he blew his fucking brains out.
You got it.
And yeah, I got paid and they put it in my account.
He blew his brains out.
Yeah. He lost everything. Family, everything. Wow. He had 6 kids. They did
He was black?
amniocentesis.
He was black?
Yes.
Amniocentesis where they pierced the sac.
Yes. On all. Those are the DNA.
They didn't even wait till the kid was born.
Anyway, that baby, his name is Alexis. He's very well that I know. Anyway, so finally, all right, my husband is 2010, and I have my green expedition.
So wait, you said you were like, and now you got a husband.
Mom, everybody's gay for a state.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
No.
Some fucker.
I got fucked, raped, everything in prison. You know what I mean? I just want to be wrong. But my husband was so attractive. I saw it. You know him. He was born right here. You know Chase Bank, right?
Yeah.
My husband is the one that had long hair and had glasses and he used to open and close doors.
I'm from Cali though, baby. I just got here 5 years ago.
All right, but look, you know my husband because he used to always be in that strong Clark. Long hair. Anyway, I'll show you a picture. I fell in love with him. I saw him. I don't know why. My clitoris was tingling and shit. So I followed him around for 3 weeks. Learned everything about him. He was the cigarette man from 138 all the way to 4, right? Carts and packed food, right? So one day I stopped 144th, right there around the corner from Lincoln, because he goes to that program, Boom Health. And
I know Boom Health.
yeah, I go there too. And I learned that you could get free HIV test if you have sex. So I stopped him and I said, hi. Just like this. My name is Rachel Siobhan Diaz. Everybody calls me GOTTI. I just came home from blah, 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 blah. I am a murderer, blah, blah, blah. I kind of, made it sure. I said, here's $500. That's for you. No matter, I don't care.
You just met him?
Well, I knew him for like 3 weeks, but he didn't know. But yeah, first time I spoke to him. I said, here's $500, that's for you. It doesn't matter if you say no, yes, but that's for you. All right, this is what I want. I want to have sex. Today is Thursday. I will pay for a hotel, and we will check out Monday morning. I just want to have sex. After that, don't do it, right? Okay, so he agreed. Took his $500. I gave him $3,000 up front, and we went to Friendly Motor Inn, and we stood in the room with the jacuzzi on the floor. Never been in the jacuzzi, it was pretty cool. Fuck my brains out.
It was good.
I'm severely epileptic, thanks to my mom. The day that we were checking out, guess what happened?
What?
I had epileptic seizure. And it was in the middle of a blizzard, and the ambulance couldn't get by. So you know what he did?
What?
He carried me to Alvarez to the
Oh.
hospital. I woke up 2 weeks later and the doctor said, I don't know what's going on, but how did your husband not know your name? I said, my husband? Because, I was intubated, so I had to get x-rayed.
I was intubated, that's horrible.
That is not my husband. But he stood. Mom, he stood. You understand? And, wow. And, we chilled, and like a week later, he said, I would love to make you my wife. He said, I don't have a ring, but if I asked you to marry me, would you? I said, I mean, if you asked me, yeah, why not? But I don't love you. He said, okay,
Yeah,
we can make it happen. Look, 2 days later, I paid $27 and we got married. I did on 6 months. We had 2 witnesses. And 13 years later, he just passed away a couple of months ago. Look, my husband, all I asked him to do is this. I said, I need you to have a legal job. That's it. You will never work. Okay? Ebony, the owner of Marcy, right? The son. My husband is his blood cousin, first blood cousin.
Wow.
Everybody was there. I said, if you had one, if I could grant you a wish, to go anywhere in the world, where would it be? He said, Hawaii. But I went right there to that travel agency on 169, and it was better then. And I went in with $40,000 cash in this suitcase, and I said, I want to go to Sandy Beach, Hawaii, right? I want to rent a villa because my godfather came with 3 of his little chinky mamas. And the reason I wanted it is because it's on top of the ocean. My husband wouldn't take a shit because, look, taking a shit, you see stingrays and sharks, and yeah, he would die.
I'm a scared.
It was the best though, Mom. The best fucking thing ever. We came home. It was great. Making money. I bought a house. We were driving, and he said, wow, look, where the high school is? It's like 3 schools. Anyway,
What?
Marble Hill.
I'm not from New
220.
York.
All right, yeah, I forgot. Sorry. All right. So anyway, 225th at Marble Hill, right there in the Bronx. He said, wow, this house is beautiful. I said, you like it? Yeah. I said, okay. 2 days later, I gave him keys. He said, what's this for? I said, the house.
Nice.
And I bought it. And it was great. 3 years, I became a fucking a millionaire. No lie.
How about where'd you get all the money from? If you
I
just
was
came
hustling for my godfather. Remember, he was the owner still. Okay? Up 194 the tuna. I know you probably heard stories about the tuna.
Wait, I want to make sure it's fucking. Okay, I got time to get me a fucking Lucy.
Look, like I said, you go on Google and you go to Break Avenue Drug Bust, and it's going to say 28 members of the drug trafficking crew on the only female. My foster brother, which was my first husband, is doing 2 consecutive life sentences in a supermax underground. Why? Because he took the blame for something that I did.
At least you got love, man.
But listen, anyway,
To me and my son, our dream was to be serial killers.
okay.
I mean, asked him when he was 3 years old, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know what he said? He said, I want to be a serial killer. You know, other little kids watch Disney and stuff, and I said, he said, the scariest movie, that's what he don't want to watch none of that Disney shit. And I said, well, you know what, I'll show you how to do it, right?
I'm gonna tell you this. You see what you just said?
That was
When I
before.
finish, I'm gonna show you something on the internet. It's a real story of these 2 brothers that their dreams and they were able to be serial killers. And guess what? So they did a 6-day massacre on their whole family. Real story.
I know that one.
You heard it?
I did my thesis on Jeffrey Dahmer, and I don't like the way they did this series on Netflix about him from the perspective of the people that got killed. Because all he wanted them to do was stay, and I don't think people understand. Like I told you, hanging out with you, everybody wants to use you, and then they want to break out.
No.
He told me that I don't want to stay. I just want you to stay. He was lonely.
Massive.
He was lonely, man. Yeah, you don't want to know his whole story. I don't want to talk about Jeffrey Dahmer. Look how many times they fucking fucked with his coat, man.
Okay, but listen, okay, look. My husband was the worst piece of shit husband you could think of, okay? Look, he was a piece of shit, but guess what? He was mine.
Yeah, facts. Like mine. My husband shot me, but he's mine. I don't want nobody with it. We're a swing couple, though, so
I
he
was
doesn't want
in a coma for 7 days, right? And I woke up and my husband and my best friend were there as they should, but I'm a woman. I felt sick. So I kept this shut. I got released 3 weeks later. We lived on Castle Hill. They hired her husband, took us upstairs, and we lived downstairs, right? The hider went to go food shopping, and she had to actually go upstairs and help her. And I did. So when she opened the door, I hit her with my 25 I took a 7-year-old daughter and I put her in the closet. And I said, we're going to play a game. I gave her $100 bill, and I dressed her with fucking gasoline. And I said, if you scream anything, I will fucking burn you. I didn't give a fuck.
You're dead ass.
I'm dead. This is mine. I'm gonna let you, look, actually, people out of the word, I'll let you rerun that to me. My husband was on methadone on 126, right? And he used to take that cat that would pay him, you know, what people be doing. And anyway, when he finished, the cat dropped him off. And as soon as I said, Messiah!
That's my son's name, look. Oh shit! That's what's up.
True story. Anyway, look, I said, Messiah, this thing I need help, you know, with the grocery.
So your son name Messiah too?
Messiah, listen, I said, Messiah, you know, just say we talked to the grocery. Came up, as soon as he opened the door, I took my 25, you know the cartoons where the shit, you fall in the every two go. Ding, king, 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 king. Tied them up together, right? And okay, fucking them up. I wanted details. I wanted them. I needed her to
She
get
said,
up.
I want
I did.
details.
And he said, no, that's gonna fucking kill you. I said, I know. Anyway, I made her show me. She got all this thing, you know, she's tied up. And she went, you like it? You like it? I bitch, act like this, real. And she said, you like this fat ass? And, yeah, whatever.
What, she was asking you if you like
No, I asked her. I wanted details. Okay. I'm in a coma. Man, this is what made me shoot him. And anyway, look.
You just want me to shoot.
Look, what kind of man? I'm like, you're already caught, bro. But if your wife is in a fucking coma, right? And I don't give a fuck if it's your first fucking cousin comes knocking on the door, but can you put some lotion on my back? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that? Right? And she's just my best friend.
But you could hear when you're in a coma.
Huh?
You could hear when I was in the coma before.
They told me the story when I did all that. You know, they explained everything. But this was because, you know, you couldn't even be a man, you know? You know, it's like blaming her for it. You know, so she came and she opened the door, she said, can you put the lotion on my back? Mistake number 1. That was mistake number 3 already, right? Number 4 is let her in. Correct?
Yes.
So anyway, you put the lotion on her back.
You put the lotion on and scared her, or else it gets the hose again.
And when he turned around to wash his hands, he was like, bitch, she was on her knees, and it accidentally fell on his mouth. I guess that's what happened. Okay? And then, look, I'm gonna come up with something. It didn't just happen once, it happened twice. Not in the same day, so bing! 4 months until somebody threatened her and she dropped the charges. Anyway.
So I guess she dropped him. I know I would have. I know. I'm not a snitch though. But after all that shit that happened here, I'm not.
I don't, look, I didn't love my husband, you know, I was mad in love with him at one point.
So you know what it is? That's not called jealousy. That's called possessive. I'm possessive. What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
I'm Aquarius.
My husband's birthday is August 28th, my birthday August 30th. But it's not possessive. No, look.
I'm possessive. People think I'm jealous. I'm possessive.
I'm not jealous at all. But I'm very territorial.
Well then, okay, you call it territory, I call it possessive. Because me, you can fuck my husband all you want to as long as I know about it. Once you go behind my back, or you fuck my husband in my bed, that's ultimate disrespect.
Okay.
That's why,
When I say territorial, it's right now you and your friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, you tell me about people trying to hurt you, all that, right? Now, I kid you not, you got to kill my son right now. If I go and I'm walking with you, it's over. It's over, because I'm territorial. You know? Like I said, my husband was a piece of shit, but he's mine. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so look. My husband kept complaining about Easter, about his stomach ache, he was constipated, whatever. Right, but my husband was a little pussy, 57 years old, and I told him to go to the doctor, he needed to take a colonoscopy, and he did it. And one day he was panhandling and Chase Bank at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm looking for him, my husband was throwing off his own feces.
Wow.
And I called 911, and he lasted a month and 3 days.
Wow.
When I was hustling, I did life insurance. Okay. My husband passed us surely 2 days, 14 funeral. I buried him.
I know what that's at. That's over by Kingsbridge. Ortiz Funeral Home. I know that one.
And he's in St. Raymond, Buckley Cemetery.
I know exactly where that's at.
This beautiful plaque, everything. You know why? Huh? Because that was my husband, and I took care of mine. Well, my husband was such a piece of shit. Yo, look, my husband came one time and told me he got kidnapped. It's great.
That's like this fucking asshole when I tell you what tear myself in here. Reginald Howard, and yes, I sat. Motherfucker, wife married to his wife fucking died, so shit, and her kids gotta come and bury her. How the fuck you gonna marry somebody and then their kids gotta bury them? What the fuck you get married for? What the fuck you get married for?
One of my boys, Christian, look, tattooed in my hand.
Oh, I just drank.
He wasn't supposed to make it to a year old. And I was pregnant in prison because I'm epileptic. There's a medication for dilatation.
Dilatation, yeah.
When you're pregnant, they're not supposed to give it to you.
It's a
My
category
son
C medication.
was born with Tourette's and all his inside out.
Yeah.
I got pain, whatever. But
It's not about the money when it comes to shit like that.
my husband was supposed to make it to a year. He made it to 9 years old. Never had signs from him. My mother-in-law took him to court one day and he said, motherfucker, I love you. He said, my mother and my father people with drugs because they stink.
That's crazy.
I was in Cargill, Texas, federal facility.
I got married in Webster. I met my husband in West Texas.
Look,
What are we doing in Texas?
because my case was here, but because of my health, I had to go to Cargill, Texas, the only federal facility for my medical program. You understand? You can hear me, right? All right, so, remember, you're gonna look it up, since it's like prison. It was when Obama was in office. My husband behind my back was governor, everything, January 18th, 2018, Diaz packed up. I started laughing. I'm a white girl. Not anymore. Obama loves you. As of yesterday, 12 o'clock, you are not in there anymore. Your husband is waiting to be you have to go to the airport.
I always thought that when they said that the president pardoned somebody, I always thought that wasn't. I always thought that wasn't real. I thought it was some shit like from TV.
You gave me a compassion.
Well, I voted for Trump. He better pardon me if I can do something. Goddamn. He better do something. Yeah. I'm going to scare him. You know what? The T-shirts I had, it says SLUT. Spellbinder loves you, Trump. Slut.
Okay.
But I voted for Trump for a reason, and I met Trump 3 times. Not hang out like, oh yeah, he's my buddy. Yeah. I met him the first time I went to Trump University. It was bullshit, but It worked. Then Obama was president, and he said the only difference between him and any other child, black child watching him is the fact he had a chance to have a good education. So he paid for people to get their education. I got paid off my loans like that. I got my degree. I went back to school. And then when Trump became president,
Who did that?
Obama. But when Trump became president, Trump's thing was business. He made it easy to get business loans, start your own business. And I showed you that's how I'm sold out. Trump is the reason why. I met him at Trump University. It was bullshit, but it is what it is. And then I met him at Taj Mahal.
I don't hate Taj.
No, take it. I met him at Taj Mahal when he opened up Taj Mahal, which was a monstrosity of building, and he gave everybody $500. Then I met him again when he opened up the Trump Entrepreneur at the Water Club, and that was the open night of the Entrepreneur, and I met him. And he was always nice. And every time I see him, he gives me money, and his hands are so soft, and I want to have a threesome with him and his wife.
Oh,
Russian lady, they're very kinky, yes.
I know. His ex-wife died. But
Who, Ivana?
no.
He only had one?
No. Look at it.
I don't think so. He only got Ivana. She said she ain't gonna marry no more. She said, don't get mad, get even.
Mom,
She
years
said,
ago, his first
She said, I only fuck young men with money. I don't do the blue pill. I just fuck him, then they tell him to get out. I don't need anything from him. I hear her. I don't need a little blue pill. That's what it is. Smart lady.
No.
But he got a good preference. The Russian women, they look like white women, but they got a black hairy ass fucking pussy that's pink, and they fucking rough. They fucking rough. They fucking animals in bed. They're rough. And they hairy as fuck. They got afros on their pubes and shit. They're hairy. But they kinky. They fucking man. Listen, when I graduated.
Brazilian women are the most kinky.
Oh yeah. My favorite video is called Brazilian Lesbian Piss Slave.
Yes, I have a Brazilian man that comes to New York every 4 years because he's actually an attorney over there. Okay. I actually introduced him to heaven. You don't have it, right?
You actually into the what?
Heaven, you don't have it, right?
Yeah, heaven. Oh yeah, I know.
I introduced to him once, no, but he takes you, the hotel on 59th Street Columbus Circle, something palace, all the presidents be staying there sometimes. Alright, so he rents that room for the whole night, right? Room service and everything. He only stays about 45 minutes for check-in. He gives you $5,000 up front, right? You lay on the bed, you gotta put the guy on the water, get on top of him like this, and while he jerks off, you piss on him, and once he comes, he gives you the other $5,000, he lets you stay for the whole night until
And that's one thing I never do. I could never be in
it
there.
happens. Like,
Chicken. I used to pimp.
over around Christmas.
Yeah. I'm the one who used to get the hotel. Like I said, I don't like to talk about stuff like that. That's my past life. And I left that life alone a long time ago. And I'm paying for it right now. The shit I did to young girls, I'm paying for it right now. They say you always gotta pay the piper for what you fucking do. For anything you do.
I'm not doing anything to anybody.
No, I did know. I know, but that's not the point though. It's I feel like this. I ruined a lot of people's lives.
I get it.
And I mean, I take full responsibility for it. Put it like this though. I only did it if it cost me. That's it. That's it. If I'm giving you, you know what I'm saying, they cost me. They did me dirty. But there were some people like, like I said, I did my time for it. I thank God I didn't have to go to prison for any of that stuff. And I was blessed with a family that had money that I didn't have to go to prison. But you know what? And now, when they came in, like I said, pick me up on my son's birthday at 3 o'clock in the morning and put me in that fucking cage with no windows, with no fucking coat, and almost froze to death.
That was the other day, right?
That was December 4th. My son's birthday, December 3rd. he came back.
My son's birthday is December 8th.
And now and then they said contempt of court or some other bullshit. Because what? A lawyer does have a cheap ass suit. My family. I told him to take my son and I'll, because I didn't want him here. I told him what happened here. I said, get the truth out of him. And they set me up for me to leave him a message on the phone. And they said he was crying, message, no contact, and I get arrested on his birthday. And the judge, my lawyer was like, yo, it's your son's birthday. And the judge understood because it was, I broke order of protection. Now I broke it's a felony, and then now I got another felony for some other bullshit. And she said I threatened her. How did I threaten her? I'm telling her the truth. I said, enjoy your Christmas and holiday with my son this year because it will be your last. That's not a threat. It's the truth. It's going to be your fucking last. You're not going to have no more. It's the second time she did this to me.
That's not right.
It will be your last.
Okay, with my son.
Okay, exactly, with my son, exactly. And that's the way the judge saw it. Then she said I spit in my lawyer's face. First of all, your lawyer's a legal aid lawyer. Okay, and I said, how y'all, when I go to court, they wipe the court out. None but Jews. It's like that. You come into court, you got money, and you got a fucking Jewish fucking, the only cool in the court is like, I'll be sure, with a cheap ass fucking suit. Motherfucker, rather than be worried about me wearing that fucking suit. So get the fuck out of my face and say, everybody in here is nothing but me. Only black person in here, and you got all these Jews in here, who you got to represent you? A fucking raccoon. A coon. You know, fuck you and your nigga ass lawyer. I said, fucking, I'll be sure, go sing something. Not 1990. Next time he came and had on a nice suit, because he must have got insulted. And I told him, now you got on a nice suit and them fucking Medicaid glasses. Fuck out of here, nigga. I paid for my lawyer. So now I get to let them have my son, because her husband got a felony. And I'm going to say it, Keith Cohen got a felony because he robbed the bank in 2025. My lawyers that I got, my 3 paid lawyers for my husband, them motherfuckers, dug up some shit from him. They were like, well, if you have a felony, it doesn't matter how long ago it was, you cannot be a foster parent.
No, you can't.
Okay, so guess what? I stepped up to the judge, and my lawyer told me to shut the fuck up, but out of my heart for the first time spoke, because they had put my son in a mental institution, and I don't want him in the mental, I'd rather be in jail than in the mental health system, mental care, because you lose all rights to everything.
In that situation?
Check it, hold on. I hear what you are.
No, I'm just telling you what you did right.
So listen, so I told him, I said, I don't care what they say about him. I said, he's the best parent. He stayed with them before. I said, he loves them. He will have a good home with them. Please let them go. So the judge said, well, this is the first time it ever happened in court. So they have one other option, and that was they can have him, but not under foster care. They get no medical insurance. He has to go for all his therapies and everything. His school is upstate. They live in Business. His school is upstate in Mount Pleasantville, New York.
What do you mean, no foster care?
No, foster care to get money.
No, I know, but so that was that you gave the parental rights?
No, hold on. He gets no, I'm saying, I wanted to let them foster him temporary custody. What I'm saying, they can't be fostered and get money.
I know.
Okay, so his school is upstate. They have to pay for him to go to school from Brooklyn to upstate every day in a private fucking car. Okay, hold on. All his therapy and stuff like that they have to do, but I didn't want ACS in their life because, but it's an ACS will supervise everything. I told him because ACS is hell. I don't wish on nobody. But my lawyer said, you know, it's a good thing you did. He said, but that's gonna come back to bite you in court. The next time I come to court, all of a sudden, no more open adoption. She got order protection on me and my son and her, so I'm threatening her family and stuff like that. And they come to court and I can't see him, speak to him now. I thought it was a joke. I went to call my son. They fucking really put me in jail. 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 fucking,
How old is your son?
14. And I said to myself, I'm not going to court for a child that's got dick hanging down his knees and balls. I said, by the time it's over with, he'll be 18. I just want to clear my name.
Can I just say something? Look, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not big enough to son, but they eating his brain, Mom. They're eating his mind.
I know.
Listen,
But he said he hates me.
No, Mom, listen, can I say
He
something?
hates me.
Mom,
I
listen.
gave him everything. He hates me.
Mom, can I say something?
I sent him out of here because he was being molested.
Mom,
I couldn't do nothing about it.
I'm gonna tell you because I'm the kid in that situation. Look at me. You know why he said he hates you? Because what's happening? You understand? He doesn't hate you. But look at what you gave him everything. And look at what's happening. You understand? These people are breaking now. I'm gonna
But how can he let them? I asked him, how can he
Mom,
let
how
them
old is
separate
his son? How is his son? 14, right? Look at me. Mom, look, he is not a grown ass. Mom, come on, think about these things.
But what I'm saying is, why would they frame him because he's autistic? I was being gangster because of shit I was talking about online. But like I said, I promise I'm not going to talk about it. My point is, when they do that, they try to break through. They use my son against me. And they hate my son. My son, I got the video, you can watch it, and he says to me, Mom, and he said, Mom, let me tell you why I hate you. Because you sent me away, ACSM, and I said, you know what? He said, I wasn't the one breaking up fucking stuff. I wasn't the one doing it. He said, you know what, I did that? You know why I didn't tell you why? Because he said, I did it to save your life. Because they said, if I told you, they were going to kill you, Mom.
And I believe that.
And he said it. He's the only person he ever told it. God bless him. He said it, and he writes to these AI characters on his app, and he said he would come in the room and rape me and stuff like that. My mom said they would drug me. I was in the hospital every week because of my face. They were drugging me. They drugging me.
Can you listen? What? Can I?
Because right now, we got time.
Mom,
Can we
you
get no money?
don't listen.
No,
You don't listen.
Okay, all right, listen.
I don't want
All right.
I don't. Little by little. And he's not even gonna know. Look, one thing that you can't do, Mom, look, is stop and don't give up on it. Your son is autistic, and I know it hurt that he said he hates you. But remember, they preying on the fact that he's autistic. Mom, I know. You understand? Look, He loves you.
I know he does.
Oh, right,
He said he left. He said he didn't tell me they broke. I know he used to break up stuff, but I know the things were happening. And I would say, darling, tell me who's doing this. He said, Mommy, I can't because I don't want them to kill you.
And I believe that.
You know, but I'm like I told them, and I know they hear me. I'm not gonna talk about anything else. And now I've calmed it down because y'all know y'all can hear me. But y'all didn't have to do that to my son, man. Y'all fucked my son up, but y'all didn't. Y'all, like I said, that was something that y'all did. But I'm going to repair it. Y'all thought he was going to be in the system. Y'all didn't believe how rich my family was. That my family was white and Jews. And now y'all see he's not in the system. He's with fucking Jews. They got more money or as much money as y'all.
Look,
They don't have no fucking AIDS. They don't have no SSI. They don't have no insurance. My son's being taken care of straight paper. No, but they wanted to put my son in the system. People build pieces, places like that. They get paid to break up black families. We didn't break up my black family because I don't have a black family, motherfuckers. I got a white family. And they Jews just like you, and they just as fucking greedy. And there's nothing they won't give my son. Nothing they won't give my son. Y'all thought he was going to be in foster care. I sent my son away. Yes, I did. You want to know why? Because I'm tired of some nigga, some fucking man putting his dick in a 15-year and threatening him.
You're a good mother.
I'm here by myself. Y'all, you know, y'all did enough to me. I'm still here, and I'm not going nowhere. Like I said, I calm down now. Y'all don't even see or hear nothing from me. If y'all leave me alone, I'll leave y'all alone. But I'm not leaving here without my son. Y'all broke it. The same way I'm fixing. I'm repairing this mink coat, by the way. They destroyed one of them. And y'all broke it, and I'm fixing it. You understand? Anything that's broken, if they have irreversible damage and reversible damage. Have a glass of water, you freeze it in the freezer, you unfreeze it, that's reversible. You take that same fucking water, put it in the freezer, and put fucking sugar in that shit, and it's not gonna be, and you let it defrost, it's not. It's gonna be some fucking rock candy. That's the same. You can't take something. My children, I don't see them as extensions of me. I see them as a part of me. Like I have a tumor or growth going on. When you fuck with my kids, you're fucking with a part of my body. But also, I don't have love for my kids like most people do. I have a motherly love because it's me. It's a part of me. But understand something. They are expendable, just like a pair of fucking jaws.
Absolutely.
I put my fucking teeth out. I don't know what I took my teeth out. I don't know. Now I'm walking around, look, well, no teeth, no teeth. Y'all know I knocked my teeth out with my dog, right? You know what? To get my dog home. I don't know. I gotta think. Oh shit! I need to see that. Oh shit! God, you supposed to be watching what I'm doing. I don't know where the fuck I'm watching. Teeth out. I threw my teeth in the garbage pile. You know, one time I found my teeth in the garbage. I be bugging, man. Cause your story fucking me up, and now it's making me think about my shit.
You want to see my first husband?
Mm-hmm.
But remember, he took 2 consecutive life sentences, right? He
Hold on,
won his
I'm gonna
third
get John
appeal,
with
and he's home.
You what?
He won his third appeal, and he's home.
We look the same size, we just shaped differently.
Huh?
I'm size 0, I'm 1. Oh, he's handsome. You look both, you look Arab.
No, Dominican.
He's handsome.
Thank you.
The Don, not the Perignon. A flower with so much charm. All right.
I want to show you me and him when I first came home.
I'm not talking shit. I don't know where I put him in. I put my bra. I don't know. I can throw him.
Where you put your bra?
No, I
thought you had a room.
No, I have compartments in my bra. There's one for one thing, one other thing.
I love her.
I cut my bra in pieces.
Come on, I rock it. Okay.